This was absolutely genius on Ford's part, and a testament to why they stay on top in this segment. I borrowed this truck from Larry H. Miller, Super Ford, here in Salt Lake City. This truck is available for sale. Be sure to ask for Diego. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see options and features on this build. At the very top is the description with the colors. And then here's a short listing of the standard equipment. And here are all the options. So this one does have the high output power stroke, all weather floor match. Tremor package is $43.75. Rapid heat, Pro Power is now an option for 2025. Clearance lights are on this spec here for 95 bucks. Twin panel moonroof, upfitter switches, tough bed. And this one will have the worn witch added for $42.25. It's a lot of money. You guys can see right here, destination is $19.95. Now base price without that was $79,165, and then total price is $107,275. One thing we did not get for 2025 was a price decrease. Oh my goodness, this truck is expensive. And it's in part to all the options. I mean, it has just about every option you can get. But if I were ordering a Ford truck, this is probably almost exactly what I would do. I probably wouldn't get the winch. That's probably the only thing I would not get. But for 2025, Ford is just cleaning up, guys. When you get a platinum trim, you now get the black appearance standard. So you no longer have to add this to your truck. And that just saves you money, because if you want a gas 7.3 and you just want it to be basic, no options, 80 grand was basically the base MSRP without destination, and figured you can have this truck for around $83,000–$84,000 if you add just a few things that you want to see on here. But on the front end, nothing really changed with the headlights. You still get the projector style high and low beam. You also have the accent lights around here too, and you can see that black appearance on that front grille. Painted bumpers always came standard. Now you guys can see here, they do just give you the plastic trimming. Typically on the Platinum for 2024 and 2023, you had a satin finish here, but with the blackout, this makes more sense. So they are cheaping it out just a little bit. They should have been painted, in my opinion. Parking sensors are right there. You have the black recovery hooks. And they do give you a satin finish right here and here. And it adds a nice touch. Now, they should have blacked out this badge, or they should definitely give it an option to, because it doesn't go well with the front end. But cameras right there, it says Super Duty. And because it has a Tremor package, you have the shorter valance down below too, which looks so much better, gives you better ground clearance. And here is that solid front axle. No skid plates on the front end. You guys see your shocks, sway bars right there. And they do provide a fabric material for the liner. And then here are your tires right here. These are the Goodyear Wrangler Duratrax, a pretty popular tire for pickup trucks, which probably leads me to believe they're probably a cheaper tire. Now, the tire size is going to be an LT 285/75/18, which is 34.8 inches tall, 11.2 inches wide. So it's not a really wide tire. And you guys see right there, 4,080 pounds of capacity, 80 PSI code, and on the face of the wheel, it is now black. Last year it was like a gray color, and you can see you have that machine finish around the lip of it here. And here's just a better look at it again. They do provide the black mirror caps and the black trimming around the badge here. But overall, it's a really good looking truck though. Here's a better look at the badging on the side. You have your high output power stroke badge there. Mirrors. And there is a puddle light down below. Cameras. Blind spot. Painted door handles. You only have smart key on the front. Here's your high clearance steps with that Ford badge right there. Would you consider this stamp too for the running boards? In the comment section. You have your steps still. Some people didn't like the addition to this for the redesign. 6'8" inch bed rounded off. You have that Tremor decal, 34 gallon fuel tank, 7.4 gallon DEF, and they do give you a liner finished in plastic. I can tell this truck doesn't have fifth wheel prep package, but yeah, you have 4 leaves in that main pack. That bottom one should be a helper spring, and then you have that one overload right there. And then in the rear, full LED tail lights. You have the blackout on the applique. Some people are gonna love it. I think some people are gonna hate it. I don't really care either way. I personally would rather than just not do it at all. Personally, I think they should just leave it the same color as the truck. But it does look good with the blackout, I guess, if you are into that still. You have your parking sensors down below, Class 5 hitch. These should be LED too, by the way. And then when you get this truck, you do get the 355 standard. You guys can see you have the Tremor Tune shock absorbers. And then here is your spare tire. Matching tire, but you might just have like a steely for the wheel. So something they took away for 2025, and this is probably the biggest blow in my opinion. You no longer have the sonar and the camera on the top of the tailgate. And I think that was really silly on Ford's part. Just my opinion. Also, you have your bed light still. You have a camera above. That's a power sliding glass. And here is the optional 2 kilowatts of power in the bed. Now, do you get anything standard is the question. So I guess we'll have to answer that question in the future. Now let's see something real quickly. If I kick up on this, not kick up, I actually just push it up with my knee actually. It does go up automatically for you. And here's that side view. Carbonized gray is a really nice color for the Super Duty, especially with this blackout. I guess it does look good with the black on the tailgate. Now on your tips here, they're still like a chrome. If you got blackout on like the Lariat trim, these would like be like a stainless steel. Let's go ahead and check out what's under the hood. To no one's surprise, Ford didn't make any changes to the high output power stroke. And that's pretty much in part to the fact that they don't have to, because they're still #1. So why change anything? Ford is always trying to stay just a step ahead of the competition, and you really see that in the Super Duty segment. Now this engine is putting out 500 horsepower, 1200 pound-feet of torque. Now that 1200 pound-feet of torque comes on around 1600 RPMs, which is insane. Really low. That horsepower comes on around 2600, and this truck is a rocket ship. It feels like a sports truck when you hit it. Now, as far as this engine goes, they did lower compression just slightly to 15.2 to 1, 35 PSI of boost, and this one does have a water jacketed turbocharger as well. The cylinder heads are going to be aluminum. Also, they are still using the compacted graphite iron for the block. And to the best of my knowledge, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but in the valley you'll see a CP4 fuel pump. So they're still using that. We all knew that Ford was going to do this. When they refreshed the half tons for the Platinum, they added this blue accent, and the Super Duties follow suit. I think most people are going to be happy, because I remember in the comment section people would say they did not like the caramel color that they were using. And I think blue is everyone's favorite color, because it's definitely my favorite color for sure. And so you see that blue accent right there. It's also in the stitching here. Tilt headrest, perforated leather. You do have an option to get max recline too, which is an option on this trim level. And these are the buttons for the contour seats. You have all your seating controls here. I guess you can call this a 12-way seat, because the lumbar does go up and down too. A little bit of chrome accent right there. There's your Platinum badge. Power steering column. 3 seat memories. All your power functions for your mirrors are right here. You can power fold them. They did carry over this like wood trimming, and you can feel how porous it is too. A little bit of chrome accents here. And then that blue piping stitching with this being in suede. All this is soft touch, but down below everything is in hard plastic. They have like this, I guess you can call this like what, brushed aluminum maybe for the speaker grill. Looks good. And then here's that dash. Some of the buttons are right here for your lighting. You can drop the tailgate right here. Electronic parking brake, and then power pedals are still there. They still give you the contour seats. And then on the dash, oh, this is soft touch. You see they have a grab handle on both sides. Now this was wood in 2023, but they changed it in 2024, and they follow suit for 2025. A little bit of storage there. And glove box. Now in the comment section, because I can't remember off the top of my head, can you get the camper package with the Tremor truck? I'm gonna say no. I don't think you can, but I could be wrong. 60/40 bench. You still have those blue accents too. Grab handle. Seat back pockets right there. Outboard heated seats. Type C USBs. 120 volt power, or 20 amps as they call it. They still give you air vents, obviously. And there's your twin panel moonroof with the black liner. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the driver's seat. Here are all the controls on the steering wheel. The wood trimming says platinum right there. Nothing really changes on the interior from when they redesigned this truck. One thing I've always mentioned, look how big the steering wheel is on the Ford trucks. It's a big steering wheel. Also, you have heads-up display right there. Fully digitized screen. I'm going to show you guys really quickly my favorite thing in here. Go to gauges, general measurements. You have this. And diesel measurements. Have your boost, all your emissions crap that no one likes. And then you have auxiliary gauges right here. On this screen, 12-inch display. They did clean up above the screen, so all you have is your exhaust brake and downhill assist. I like the way that looks. There's two buttons right in the middle, simple. And then if you want to turn on your contour seats, you have to go to, I actually forgot actually. Let's make sure. Oh, here it is. I didn't forget. It's under settings. And all you have to do is just hit massage. You have 5 different settings, 3 levels of intensity, and it's top and bottom for the cushions. If you want to turn on the passenger, just like that. Put it in reverse. You have that 360 camera. Also, I didn't really point it out to you, but you have bed view. They do give you a backup line that does work with the steering wheel. And if you put it back in park, goes away. I am bummed about the sonar and backup camera on the top of the tailgate. I did like that feature. I thought it was going to be like something that they would keep around, but nope, they got rid of it. This is split screen. You have your navigation on the side there. You can change that if you like to. Here's some of your features that you have, your Pro Power. So if you want, you can turn all the power plugs off inside the truck by pushing that button. And if you want to turn on your plugs inside the bed, it's right there. 2,000 watts of power. Now just below the screen you have some audio controls here. Your cameras are down here now. I thought the cameras might have been here. Dual climate control, heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel buttons right there. You do have a locker out back. This is going to be your drive modes if you twist this. You also have a trail turn assist. Let's go through the drive modes just really quickly. Eco, tow haul, normal, slippery, off-road, and then rock crawl. So they add rock crawl with this Tremor package. You guys probably noticed the trailer brake right there. They still don't have four-wheel drive auto. That's like the only thing missing. Wood trim piece right there. This is all finished in like a silver. 2 USBs, wireless charger. This has been around for a while where you can slide this. And then here's that center console. More satin finish around these cup holders there. And when you open this up, you have this removable tray, 2 Type-C USBs inside there. This area is illuminated. Most people will put this over in that top storage right there, if you don't need to use that, because you can use this center console as a filing cabinet. Auto dimmer. You also have 6 auxiliary switches here, home link, and this is how you control that rear sliding glass in your sunroof right there. Let's go ahead and check out the payload, and I'll pretty much end the video. Gross axle weight rating out front is going to be 5,600 pounds. The rear is 7,050. They do reduce that for the Tremor package, so if you need to tow heavy, you probably want to skip that Tremor package. And gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 12,000 pounds. 18 by 8 wide wheels, and that axle code is a 3J, which is a 355 with the locker. All-in payload is shockingly high for this truck, 3,827 pounds. I believe the winch is included in these numbers, by the way, too. 75 PSI for the rear tires, 60 out front. And if this truck had 5th wheel prep package, that number would go down for that too, so just keep that in mind. But I hope you guys liked the video. Yes, this truck is expensive. I don't doubt that Ford could probably price this truck right around 103,000, maybe 100,000. But again, having the winch, the Tremor package, that's almost $10,000 of features on this truck. Me personally, because black appearance is standard, I probably would just skip the Tremor package now. I mean, you can get a locker without this package, right? And you can always put your own tire setup on here and do your own lift. And if you don't care to have the diesel, I mean, you can skip that and just get the 7.3 and have this truck for around 85 grand with a lot of nice features. But I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to your channel. I think that Ford is killing it right now. They're doing a good job. This is a nice truck, guys. And you can kind of see that black on the tailgate a little bit better. I like it. It looks good on the carbonized gray. See you guys soon.